well, third series, excuse me, of the day, as we are going to be finding ourselves on the T side for Bait and CT for CYBERSHOKE. Once again, the CIS teams go head-to-head as one of the strongest regions in the world when it comes to Counter-Strike. It's going to be an A play. I like the idea. It's straight, and it's basically an execution here.
Yeah, but the dualies are here, you said Fenomen needs to be popping off, and here he is already, 1 and 2 removed. Not much for Bait in terms of how the A exec or A push works out, because CYBERSHOKE, they had the initial fight there, and they got it shot down, so now it's all about the mid-round. Can Bait really come back to it with 3 on 5 here, and already they're trying to go through mid here. That's the fast rotation point, and they're just getting stuck, getting caught, and barely anything to show for this round. Hedrick will find 1, yes. You're still hoping that there will be more given and more mistakes, perhaps, but the problem is, Gensis are still walking into a trap, and will be an overextension from Notineki. That's 1 back yet again. Now suddenly the round doable with HP being an issue and glowing, but out of nowhere, it's 1-2, the punch come through. Yeah, there was like an impressive stat for last year for Hedrick, where he barely had a negative rating even in the first 6 months. Here he's had a slightly shakier start, but the numbers, I think, are still better, in a way. So, he's hitting his stride, and always has, really. Never been an issue when it comes to, well, this team.
Love the aggression towards Leopard, by the way. CYBERSHOKE taking control of the map. Lovicus as well, towards middle. They're going to try and challenge lane, and they might as well actually win the duel here as the counter utility is flowing in. They're going to be able to take over control of double doors. Lovicus finds 1. Essential replies, and they know there's 1 more on shelf. Now caught in a bit of a pincer maneuver. They are going to get rid of him with Alex in elbow, but he's waiting in the smoke. That's a bit of a devalued spot. Hedrick to make it a 2v2. And again in Leopard, look at Fenomen. He's super aggro. And whilst perhaps it could work, it also endangers the whole round immediately.
Yes, it does. It's immediately put him in a bit of a pickle to come back from, but Notineki swinging will be found immediately, not given a chance. Apparently not even entertaining, but the problem here is as well, Fenomen's gonna be right here, though. Immediately does expose himself. No trigger discipline, none to be had here.
1v2. It's on. No, it's not. Never mind. Hedrick. Good recognition of where the spray is coming from. We could have seen a different outcome. Full buy. Fenomen on the op. He's been definitely a big factor for CYBERSHOKE. I've mentioned this, and I think we're going to have to keep on mentioning it once we move forward, as he's kind of the go-to op. And what is the... Oh my goodness, this is devastating.
A massacre.
Wow. Yeah. A bit of a disaster, really, more than anything else.
Collapse of a mid-push. I mean, that being one of the big parts of Ancient as a whole as well, the CT side will be fighting for that control, because it is just, as we kind of saw in the pistol already, the fast rotation between A and B, between anywhere. So make those sorts of calls from the early parts for Bait to kind of just say, no thank you, we can deal with it, won't be an issue for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming up with one of the answers to how to deal with an Ancient CT side in the first gun round, or second. Immediately adds a little bit of stress for CYBERSHOKE in the future rounds here, how they'll have to change, how they'll adapt to these situations.
Brain is their coach, from what I can tell from Wikipedia. Joined them, has been with them, well, apparently not officially. He's apparently the coach of Aurora Gaming officially, but
yeah, that's
he's coaching CYBERSHOKE. In any case, before we get off the deep end here, holy shit, Blixie, what? USP double? He throws an AK to get for his teammates, says, goes out wide, yeah, sure, but the damage is done. That's a 1v2 trade with a USP. That's perfect. That's excellent. You have an op and an AK. What the hell?
You can't make that up. You can't go in a practice board and say, okay, this is what we're going to do, and expect that to still be the case.
Pretty much.
Amazingly done to give him a fighting chance. Advantage now still maintained by Fenomen's op. More to be given still for the T side as well. You have 2 remaining though, so it's putting a bit of pressure now on Hedrick and Alex. Figure this one out somehow. Won't be an easy task, but 40 seconds to figure it out.
Very slow approach by Bait. They're going to have to speed their attack as Lovikus will find him. That's confirmation for the team. Glowing with an AK, he has to play this smart. Molotov into CT, but nobody checks the deep corner first, and it's going to be Hedrick now having to duel this 1v1. Glowing will lose the fight, sure, but it's Phenomen that has an opportunity, a 1v1. Hedrick, well, the head executioner of Bait against Phenomen here. And the op will hit! Didn't matter, did it? Yeah.
No. Now, I'm actually going to ask you something as well here for the start of the round. Remember yesterday we had some games kind of crazy, you know, like...
I do.
7.5 hours for 2 best of 3s kind of thing, yeah?
Yeah, I do. Well,
give me a second, I'll come back to
yesterday's games, we'll come back to that in a moment, because there's a bit of a mid-action. Lovikus trades off himself when... Oh, Alex misses the chance to make it 2v1. That's the C4 as well. Holy scheisse, that's not good. That's the C4. Oof, and Phenomen.
Continue the story.
Another B take. Yeah, this is not going to end well. They're going to walk into this running. Kensizor somehow gets onto site without dying, and it's going to be a 4v5. Make it a 5v3 as Bait have done it. That's round. They just walk into B. I guess it's that simple.
Sometimes it is. You know, Counter-Strike, if you're out of options, just rush B. The old trusty. And in this case, it's what gets Bait back into this round, back into the game perhaps as well. But it was that last round kept flawless, so it's not really a massive issue for CYBERSHOKE. Even if they tried this and lost, they would still have money. See, to me, Essential is kind of like the vibe check of the team in a way. Like, how is he doing almost reflects how the team is doing.
Yeah, yeah. That kind of feels appropriate, to be fair.
Yeah, just to put it in like a very, very simple way, almost, but nonetheless. For now, we do start off, and his NPL down. It's also 2-9. He's not doing all too hot, and neither is Alex, 2-7. Right, we talk about all the fragging and firepower that Bait have. You have a Hedrick, NPL, Alex, a underrated part of this team. Like, almost always consistent, like a 1.1 player, and never really disappoints. Alright, now he's not started off too hot. Essential has nailed onto the headshot, but does reveal Lovikus to still be here, and he'll stand his ground. We talk about the trouble for Bait. Lovikus, he's in nothing of trouble to speak of. 12 kills to him. Hedrick just looking to save the AWP here. He's got no time, no chance, but even so, I don't think he'll even survive. Actually, maybe. No, he will survive.
He will survive.
CYBERSHOKE, yeah, they don't have money, apparently, so they're not willing to sacrifice the players for this. They're doing all very well here for CYBERSHOKE. So it's just getting the advantage and shutting down Bait. And that is one of the big things we mentioned for CYBERSHOKE. If they want to take the series, you have to have their individuals awake. You can't be sleeping. And Lovikus now with the fishes. A start for Bait. Something to work off of.
They still have mid control, but if played correctly, Kensizor could get a bit of room to work with. Blexy goes wide! Blexy! It's insane that he gets two! Nottineki goes wide as well! And they help each other perfectly, glowing there.
When you have positions which are like one and done, or you have a trade set up, you are expecting at least a 2-for-1 at a minimum, but when you have a player going 2-for-1, and then another one taking 2 as well, it's a whole different sort of ballpark, different sort of game entirely. And one that we'll have to see Bait just come back into, but it's just not possible at the moment. Phenomen takes his 14th over the half, and Lovikus also!
Nasty. Absolutely nasty rounds as Blixie's still alive and he's got a free kill here. Kensizor's going to go wide. He's going to hear that. Now Blixie gets traded, sure, but it's still going to be back to it 4v2 and surely you don't peek Cave. You do not peek Cave here. You're... Oh boy.
Are we seeing 9? I think so. Hedrick, he's not for clutcher too. He's very reliable in these situations. But I've got some bad news for him. This is not one he'll win. Trapped, Glowing's made sure he's not going back towards A. Lovikus as well. He's going back towards ramp, so there's a layer to this that Hedrick just simply won't be coming out of. Even if he drops the smoke, tries to kind of plant offside, maybe. The pressure immediately will be put on him before he even gets the chance to plant. And suddenly, he's chasing long. There's Lovikus from ramp. It's like an onion. It has layers to it.
And we definitely need to praise CYBERSHOKE for their ingenuity here. Well, rather, their perseverance. Not to mention that two players have 30 kills together. But sure, Hedrick finds Glowing. That's, at this point, more of a side piece than a main course. Hedrick finds Notineki, but Fenomen keeps on taking the fights. Fenomen, easy. That's round. That's 10.
Man, what do you do when every single time you have a player who's supposed to go at an entry, they'll take 2 and not even die? Lovikus and Fenomen again. Another round. They're just keeping up with each other. It's a competition on who's winning for more kills.
17-17. Like, they have 34 kills beyond between the two. It's only Mr. Kensizor that's holding a side. And this is a full... It was at a moment for a second a full B stack. Instead, it's a fake B instead. CYBERSHOKE trying to sell this idea that this is, again, a B commitment. Instead, they're walking out A already, and now Blixie, he's still alive. They don't even need to commit. Glowing is still on site. If they find a free kill off of it, that's going to be perfect. Now, Glowing gets caught, sure, but Blixie, the only thing he needs to do is stay alive for as long as he can. He does get traded out, but Notineki's already found MPL. Lovikus finds Hedrick. And that's a rotation being locked out of place. There's the one man left in Donut. If he doesn't get onto site and gets a kill, it's over.
Look at how quick as well CYBERSHOKE has moved it back here.
Oh!
It was 1 and 2. Another multi-frag. You just can't stop this, man.
Yep. It's over.
Sometimes your opponent has a good day. Sometimes you're supposed to say, unlucky. Let's go on to the next map. At least we still have another strong one coming up.
Yeah, sure.
I'll say it anyway. I feel like this might be the game that makes up for yesterday's drawn-out ones instead.
Yeah, that we
if it continues to go this way, because Bait don't have an answer.
Yeah.
Outgunned, outmaneuvered, outdone on every front.
Outsmarted, and in the end, outplayed. It's lights out. A side is lost, and MPL, good accuracy.
Yeah, that's a retake. A bomb plant fake once, running through. Oh, a big one for Alex.
Holy shit. That's
a chance to keep him alive, but it's now suddenly just down to NPL. Blixie, one more potentially to go, but it's Lovikus instead. Close it out. 22 at the end of map number 1 for him. Venom now 17 and 5. This is just CYBERSHOKE step up. I don't know. Counter-Strike is a little bit random in this situation.
The whole team needs to put more effort in, and it's going to be a straight A execution from CYBERSHOKE. They're not hiding their intentions. It's basically piling out from Palace. There's going to be Hedrick first to find Lovikus a second, then a third Hedrick. He's coming out hot at 3k, almost, as MPL does steal one in between there. And it is a hat trick.
They currently, as well, you mentioned this in the pregame, they're feeling hot. They've got a 5-win streak currently going on. They're definitely not rusty, and map 1 showed us that. And oh my god, not again. Blixie and the pistol seem to be a nightmare situation.
It really is. That's the MP9 now added to the inventory.
Oh, no.
It's going to be MPL with 1 in towards Forest, but it's still not enough. Notineki finds Kensizor. This is spinning out of control. It's going to be a second kill coming out from Notineki, and it is down to Hedrick, a 1v2. He's got the C4 in his hands. Both are coming from short. They have no Kevlar. The problem is he's at 43. 1 bullet kills him, and the spot will be made. That's the pistol crossing. That means the M4 is the second weapon to check it. It's going to be Notineki with the accuracy. A Hedrick in return, and it will bring down Bait again, selling them the idea there's a massive presence of T-side on the mid space, and well, right now with Fenomen joining certainly is. Love that molly on short. It's going to block the vision of the short player to try and cross this connector play as MPL finds both. That's amazing. The fact that they can get both in this case. MPL for a triple. You called him out. You want to see more from him. And absolutely delivers.
About damn time. Giving them a chance as well now to lock things out on A. This is an interesting play. I don't know how Blixie's gone away from... Did he look... He must have looked short. I didn't actually pay attention. The drop side of apps must have been heard. Should have been heard,
He didn't go short. He went through, I think, through apps. Yeah.
I mean, it must have... okay, sure.
Yeah,
Maybe, okay.
Because he was the player in apps, I believe, with Lovicus, and he pushed into apps, one of the first players that he was pushing into apps. In fact. That's why I thought at the end they're going to crunch short, which that was actually the plan for. And
that, you know, maybe kind of goes back to previous edition as well with Captain Kurta, because he was that sort of enabler for the team, letting everyone else perform better, going out first, doing the dirty work if it need to be. But right now, we continue with the round. Finally an entry, a minute in. Head-trick to find Glowing. Stops ladder from being taken and slows down CYBERSHOKE for the moment as well.
I think they turn A here.
Surely.
I mean, with... okay, never mind. Notineki just solo pushes out pit. Lovicus will find the return, but this is damage on the side of CYBERSHOKE they can't contain. 40 seconds means they're pretty much limited on what they can do. They're going to have to go B. Lovicus is alert through jungle. Or does he go stairs and try and sell this idea of a full A commitment? As soon as Blixie dies, or Glowing, excuse me, or Phenomen, it's over.
Gotta check this, but Blixie...
He's not gonna check car.
That's still a massive kill to be found, because look at Phenomen. And look at Lovicus! It's crumbled. It's down to the last man. It's Genji Zor. Gets to frag. Chasing, immediately lets them know he's on site. It doesn't get the kill to Phenomen. And now it's got a bit of a pebble step, knows that he has to be quick about this before the second man rotates in. He can try to stop this, now he can get on the bomb plant as well.
No kit.
An HG on Lovicus could be the difference maker, 47 HP.
Oh, picks up the kit actually.
Pixel perfect, needs to be, the HG has to go, it has to go, but it's not. It's too late! And it's not good enough, even so. Take the round, it's Genji Zor, it's a 1 versus 2 for him.
The same connector crunch. And probably the same pop flash as well in towards Con. This time no player there, at least. And Alex, he better win the first duel or this round could quickly come to an end. Blixie doesn't check him. Good counter with the molly. It's timed to perfection. And I think they've just been stopped entry to A.
Not entirely. A chance given by Lovicus. This is the man for map 1 here as well to step up. Next up in CT, you will have Head-trick. You've got one on ramp. Expecting it. Noise been made in jungle. A 1-2 swing. A third confirmed. It is just a question, will the Orbs find something here? Alex, he can still slow down this round, but Head-trick's found himself the first, and Alex will welcome with open arms Notineki to this as well.
As we saw, that second or third smoke thrown went towards deep jungle, and that was immediate confirmation to bait, and afterwards, obviously, the end. But reality setting back in. Glowing finds an entry. He's pushing short. Does he go wide? He does. He dies. Head-trick, easy kills for him. As the rest of the squad is now punishing the mistakes on A. The anchor has been basically dethroned, and the rest of the squad, they're not there. No support from jungle, no support from Con. That's where they came in, and nobody even knows about this. Bait caught off guard. 4v3 retake.
Good trade. Oh! Back was also spotted, but it's left the Senthil alone. As for CYBERSHOKE, it's Notineki who collects himself in the little multi-frag as well.
Back towards B, MPL still not sure what's happening. He's thinking this could be a B split through short. It's definitely the possibility of one. As Senthil joins the fray. Notineki now fully sending it. This is a beautiful fake. It's going to be selling this perfectly. A third player joins the fray on B. Now the defense of A. Alex, what? Oh, Glowing, no! Oh, Alex, insane! 1 versus 3 with a FAMAS. 25 bullets, it's enough. As CYBERSHOKE choke on their own attack.
Ah, triple sixes, triple kills, the devil summoned on A. And it's one oversight. A small one, but a costly one. Because you had that round, hook, line, and sinker. Bait fully believing it was going to be that B side. You saw the confusion on NPL deciding, okay, am I going to stick here toward B or no? Alex waited and waited, never left until he got full confirmation. So, a slight oversight, yes, but I can see why they make that on CYBERSHOKE previously. This time, full bomb rushing out B. You've got a Galil, you've got Tech 9s. And a lot of dreams to make this one work out. You've got 1 and 2 for the Essential, however, the AK will hold. That's going to be a third as well. Hendrix joined him. And quickly, this one crescendoed. And maybe not reach its finish. Not reach its end! Glowing! Time to start fragging it out. But you gotta know, you had 2 rounds on B with pretty much pistols. That last round, it does have that a little bit of armor as well. But 2 rounds you've lost on B that you absolutely should have won on bait side. So you gotta maybe put a little bit of that on Essential as well to perhaps just get a better start on the defense. Here, not the case. Well, they tried to get rid of Glowing HE, set it to 5-7. Adam, he'll survive, he'll withstand the B sides taken over. It's gonna be yet another one to end the round and end the half here. And Glowing just controls this, but okay. I don't see why. Goes wide. Had his teammate join him as well, but Notineki now can't really further support him in the exact same way. It becomes a bit more difficult to maintain. Man, disadvantage adds on top. Notineki, his position here, just jiggling forward. He knows they're going to swing him, clear him, and there's 1 and 2 on the side. You've got the next man, the next challenge, and 1 last man remains. Clutches, stays calling these, but Hedrick just completely decimated. But I like that. Look at the little line they have on that B side setup as well. Right, 1 apartments, 1 mid-side, 1 Mac pillar. So it's pretty much a 3-man swing no matter what Bait would have done on B. But they've gone A. They've avoided that little death trap blender perhaps, but here...
Oh no.
Assisting the C side, you've got a Team Dim coming out, but now for the retake, it's 3-on-3 with the first duels in CT failing for Bait. There's got to be another one added on top. But it kept close and competitive. The kit has been dropped. They've not picked that back up. I say Venom immediately does.
Oh,
1 more. Smoking the kit gets out of it. A B250 flying for Hedrick. Venom in the smoke. Now sticking it, its knives out. And it's a Bait on top for this one.
Yeah.
I kinda did say yes and no in terms of how he impressed me. Currently in this one.
V2. Yeah.
Not much. Yeah, the 1v2, that was his first couple of kills he got on the board since then.
Oh, what?
Not a whole lot. Sash for the second half. Senthiel opening foul, Glowing trading, and Alex adding on top. The herd continues on the A side. Is fast play with Lovicus. Never to be checked on A. Eventually, will be forced into the gunfight, into the duel. Another one potentially there as well, but it's cleaned up. Hedrick, NPL. 1-2. Last remains. His name is Blixie. But there's a chance here. Don't let it be done just yet. The bell's not rung.
The fact that they stack 3 on A and put Lovicus in noob corner is insane. But I don't know why Blixie's trying this, I'll be honest with you. It's not gonna work. There's a guarantee on that. He just doesn't have the space, and neither does he have the time, as Bait will quite swiftly CT as the anchor. But MPL, he's expecting connector control. Good molly to draw him out. Kensazor finds Lovicus. Fenomen with the return. It's not enough. Glowing's been traded out. Fenomen on short. He's in trouble. He's going to be spotted. Alex, quick headshots. And Notineki now has to stay alive and win this duel. No chance. Alex is just insanely good here. As we said, Essential, Alex, and Hedrick are the 3 that have to perform for Bait at the bare minimum, and they do bring up the heat. It's going to be Blixie that I don't think he knows about MPL. He certainly does not, and he will not be expecting him, as that is round done. The problem I have for CYBERSHOKE is that they don't... Like, they seem to have completely changed up their mentality since map 1. And right here, we see that. Glowing just runs short solo. He's got support and... Lovicus, it doesn't even matter. It's over. It's done. Yeah,
and leaving them
done.
in the dust. Kensazor, his turn at a 3k. Map done. Pack it up, boys. CYBERSHOKE might as well press quit in console, or type quit in console. Outcome's not going to be any different.
Button. It would have made life so much easier. At a press of button, I could close Counter-Strike and instead of having to type quit and press enter.
You can bind it to a key. If you want.
The worst part in Counter-Strike is if you want to exit the game when you're actually in the game, you have to click like 3 times to exit the actual game.
What are they doing?
I mean, they're saving on the last. It just kind of that's kind of what I was saying, right? It's their mentality that seems to have been completely changed since map 1 to 2. Like they don't even fight for the rounds that they should, but in the end of the day, that's what it is. It's going to be Mirage over. It's going to be bait performing the way we expected them to begin with. Yep, exactly.
All right.
Bait
the only
on
Dust
the
2
pistol.
is the only good Dust 2 is one that's never played. The second best one is one that's going by quickly. Yesterday we did not have that. It was overtimes or 13-11. So let's get something maybe a bit different here. Because so far we've kept this fairly fast in map 1 and 2 here for long. When it finally does come out for bait, it's going very quickly south. Bomb's been dropped. One last man is stranded. Fedman to take it away. And it's glowing.
I mean, they seem to somehow stop that menace from coming out. As round 2, full eco. Again, respecting the economy. I like that. They're playing smart. And they will overtake Lovicus, but it's glowing they cannot. Or maybe. At least an M4. Alex, can he get away with another kill? That would be massive. I mean, he's still got a minute on the clock. This has turned from a round that should have been easy for CYBERSHOKE to a round that, at the very least, they'll pay a high price to win. And, well, not they will. They've already paid a high price. The question is, how much higher can they actually go? Alex, the only lucky thing for CYBERSHOKE is that he doesn't have an AK.
Yeah, that and he's 15 HP.
Fair.
Though, I think he's going to get a bomb plan here, right? Blixen, unless he now starts to look towards A, which very likely he might. Nope. Okay. Oh, double dinked. Now it's a 2-man swing. Now it's pretty much impossible for Alex.
I mean,
why does he keep dinking?
Dude,
he deals the damage.
Are you kidding me?
You don't do this.
No way.
You're not gonna do this. That was a round you're supposed to never lose on a CYBERSHOKE.
No.
You say the only thing is that he doesn't have an AK. I say the add on top of the HP. He's double dink, 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 dink. And one more. And now it's 13 HP versus 15 to make the difference here. One bullet, the first one to connect will be the victor here. Alex is playing this one up close. You looked at it. Blixie's not the one who had an HE. It was the opposite.
Oh my god.
Would have been his teammate. It's an Alex 1 versus 3 for bait. To steal a round like this away. Finally to deal a little bit of judgment pack. Obviously, guns out next can still change that, but you're not looking all that sharp just from this one round. They've given away. On a short, though. 4 plays the swing. Blixie Pistols leads the charge for 1, but this time it seems like they are going to be silenced here. At least limited in terms of the success they'll get. Advantage kept on bait. There is going to be more coming from this. As they swing, Fedman will find himself head trick. Still slowly kind of baiting this in, but Alex lets him know where he's at. Another head, and surely we're not going to have another round like this working out. It's not supposed to. We can't.
I don't even know what to say, but if this again happens, I'm going to kind of start...
Wait, what happened to Fedman?
Hope here as well myself.
Where did Fedman go?
I don't know. I don't know. He just straight up died somehow.
Did he DC? I don't see a...
I think he died in the
okay.
Molotov. Yeah, I think he died on short there, as far as I can remember. But 1v1. There's a molly and there is a smoke available. So Notineki, he's gonna have to speed things up. He's running out of time, and the molly goes perfectly in place. Oh! this
swing.
is gonna hurt. Round 5, it's another buy. Let's see if it works. It's a rush B.
Oh.
Rush B? Rush
no.
B?
Into the FAMAS to give Notineki 2. He's the only man here, but he's given them the advantage to work this retake. The CYBERSHOKE, that's the best possible solution, or best case scenario. But it's not done yet. Now here's the thing. There's plenty of utility. Just because you go for a fast play like this, and with Notineki having found 2, CYBERSHOKE still have pretty much all the utility remaining here. A retake should be easy as pie. That's what it done. Some damage back via HEs. There goes that utility. Makes this retake now look easy. Essential alone and back turn. Blixie waltzes in.
But lately the meta has been shifting a lot, and it's more and more common to have 2 very close by at the very least. Fenomen. Oh, this is a good challenge. But oh, Fenomen, he still gets 3 headshots and a kill. And Lovikus then, unfortunately, does not finish the job. 3 versus 3, back to back. It's a round that is vital. Bait have to win it. They're out of money themselves.
Didn't see him mouthing something. Maybe you did catch a glimpse, a shoulder perhaps, but I think his shoulder's about to be taken away. His head now has a big fat hole in it.
Oh, glowing. Oh, he hits the shot on Alex. That's massive. Essential instead of a 2v2. He's alone. Notineki and Blixie, they've screwed this once before, and it might not be Essential the same player, but it certainly is going to be a tough one regardless. He's got a good spot so far, a read that 1 CT, 1 long. The molly is decent, but it's not really going to break him off the stride. He sends it. He misses the spray.
Oh.
No, Essential. Free kill for days. He could have even reacted to the secondary player there instead.
So you can do some right, you can do more wrong. But here he's given up along to Fenomen. There's going to be a pretty basic Dust 2 round, as all Dust 2's ever Dust 2'd. You're never going to get more of a Dust round. You go from short, you go from long, you try to make sure that the CT side are going to be punishing them, or not punishing, panicking here.
Blixie.
But doesn't seem to be the case. You've got shot it down on short, even Headtrick almost taken down. He'll find himself water. There's the yob, there's the trade, and there's the push from long it. And Baked, they've been detained.
I really love how Fenomen traces his players. Like, he's not sending it immediately because he knows he's got a second to react. And yes, he risks getting headshotted or even, you know, immediately not having a chance to shoot back, sure, but...
And it has dropped Fenomen from short down the CT. Now takes control of long instead. Molotov to slow them down. Blixie rotates in. Not going to leave this position unguarded, but Blixie spots it. In long as well, you do see the second. And bomb can be planted from 1 and 2 delivered by Bait. Advantage there, weaponry maybe not so much, but it doesn't matter with NPL chopping heads. You've got massive troubles, massive issues, and a quarterfinal of the round. Bait to take 4.
And look at the relocation glowing. Smart calls. Immediately pulls the team back to site itself, and oh boy, this is a problem. If they go aggro, they die. That's a guarantee, unless Fenomen is going to be hitting a 6 shot, but that's not happening. White swinging, it's Blixie, and MPL still wins the duels against Glowing and Blixie in the end. 2 versus 3, A now open.
I'm figuring this out. Okay, Lovikus, he's moved over toward a short now. I was wondering, okay, he stays on site, drops the smoke toward a ramp. They're going to have to run through it or around it. Maybe gives him a chance, but he's still on short. Now we'll just hold for the cross. I say he's not holding at all. W is the only thing he has in his mind, and it's 1-2. NPL and Kenzie Zoller, the final one, they'll get and Bait.
Down to the last map, to a very close first half. I would say it's becoming apparent that the rankings are not all it seems, as Bait is gonna go out long, but the damage so far on Kensis are insanely good, as the miss from Fenomen will bring Bait back into play. I think they should be able to hold this on. The long aggression is going to be consistent, and Fenomen is in trouble. I think the fact that he stays here is kind of... I don't know why. I genuinely am surprised. And he's still alive somehow.
Something about this car is just giving these people aura. First it was Alex here, now it's Fenomen still staying alive. Once a 6-6 scoreline. Essential, he does not. Picked off his second for the round. Only thought it was 6 for him.
Thing is, you've cleared it so hard with so many mollies. Surely you don't think he's still there. Surely you don't.
Is he still watching for the bomb here?
Oh, what? Okay, that's fine.
And they're ready. 7-5. Okay, we're gonna change up the status quo.
Yeah. The fact that glowing goes out wide is kind of. I'm trying to think of a reason why.
I don't know why, but this game just doesn't feel like it's it's been 3 maps, weirdly, you know? Maybe that is just me. Maybe it is, again, me living from yesterday's fever dream and such. But here, towards the B site, we got trades to be coming out. Lovix and Blixie from a very quick 2v4 to even numbers instead. Putting the heat here, bomb still to be planted. That's the issue they have. They gotta get that back, but coming for the fights, coming for the throws, Alex. Invited the first, Blixie, a dink. With a quick push, Alex takes his third.
He dies, it's pretty much gonna be a quick end to the assault. Let's see how it goes.
To defend, Hedrick the first. He needs to get NPL active as well from CT. He's being very, very slow about this. They seem to have heard of Kenzie Zor as well. So smoke to be held, but he's got to still look to go through. I think Gelfie's about to show us something in a second or two, but he's got to be a bit more reserved instead. Alex, him opening up to retake, then shuts down. His time to spotlight is now done because Naughty Necky's taking space instead. Already putting a statement, 3 to be found, and another one to hit the crosshair. And 1 more to go. An ace he's looking for, but an MP9 runs right at him. Kenzie Zor, he's already had 1. He'll make it a second clutch, 1 versus 2s. Because then you'll lose the USPs. You do that again on Mirage, it looks like we might have something similar. They fight their way back at least. And here, they're taking this one by storm.
Glowing at 12 kills, by the way. He's doing everything he can. The rest of the squad, though, cannot follow. Blixie and Phenomen.
Oh.
2 versus 3 after plant. It's not impossible, but
Alex still has util. And that's very deadly onto Blixie. Oh! Apparently not deadly enough. 15 down to 5, now to figure this one out still. Smoke goes out. They've got ideas where they are going to be playing from. Venomman still having found it the first. The second Molotov has hit the big box. And Hedrick, again, we talk about him. He's good in a clutch. Today, he's not had a single one. It's trying to change that. Around the smoke for the first. Runs out of ammunition, and Blixie, 5 HP. It really is the HE that makes the difference.
The 1v2 clutch that unfortunately falls through, but they've had so many that they've won already. I don't think they can complain about that anymore. As we're gonna see an out long push. Blixie traded off. Lovka's the one to fall, and I think he knows about a secondary. He does. Does he check pit? That's the question. There's the man.
3 along is crazy. You don't check this.
You need to check this.
Oh, this is it! Game-winning play! Surely that's it! A USB is being pulled out for the next as well! All he has to do is survive, and guess what he's doing? It rhymes with survive. Might be the exact same word, and he's looking for more. He doesn't care about mercy! He's the one to take it away.
Done deal. Not a Nicky. I don't see you clutching this one, buddy. 2 ops, both aimed at you from long. And then Kenses are watching double doors on the other side. This is a near mission impossible. You need Tom Cruise, and I don't think he even does this one. Ethan Hawke, or whatever the name is.
Ethan Hunt.
Ethan Hunt. Yeah, there we go. Might be a Hawk version here in Counter-Strike, but Naughty Nicky is not the one.
As long as he stays here, they gotta keep that confirmation, or not confirmation, but position. And Piali can try to take a timing here. Start spamming away. Eventually, he'll take the first one. But it's B-side with 2 remaining on it to defend. It's the Turtles player that might be the one to seal this one, potentially to continue CYBERSHOKE's potential comeback, but it's a 3-on-3.
They don't try. They save. Okay, fair. Bait 3v3. They don't want to try this. I respect the hustle. They've got the round difference. They've got time to play with. They've got the rounds to play with. Do they have what it takes? They save the 3 rifles. They're playing an eco, and they're going to boost into short. Kensizor the one to try and play that connection with the cross, and oh, he finds Lovikus. That's an AK. Bait. They might have just found the way in to close the map and the series out as Kensizor keeps on pushing. It's down to Glowing to win the duel. He loses straight up. No Kevlar on Kensizor, by the way. No Kevlar. He finds 2.
Doesn't need Kevlar. He's made impact. Maybe could have found a third if he didn't have that aim punch, but he's done his job in this round because CYBERSHOKE now scattering themselves back to mid. They collect that bomb, they group up. They gotta decide what they want to do. Blixie ahead of the rest for a moment here, but the Molotov comes to the CT side. The smoke fades. They'll wait this one. They left Alex alone. Devil needs to be summoned. Instead, Exorcism performed. A couple more still here. NPL first contact goes positively. There's that second. And to make it one more is his standout map. He wants 20 here. And I think he'll get it as well. I lied. On the internet. Crazy. But it's Bait still to take the series.
GG. Bait secure the win. It's going to be a 2-1 final score.